Vanakkam to everyone. I am Revati Chinnathambi from the Department of Physics at Asian Metric Higher Secondary School, Apputhotam, Konganapuram. In this session, I am going to discuss about temperature, different units of temperature, absolute scale of temperature, thermal equilibrium, thermal energy, characteristic features of heat energy transfer, calorie and kilocalorie. I think all are know well. Sun is a primary source of thermal energy for all living organisms. Then thermal energy is nothing but heat energy. Thermal energy is a cause and temperature is effect. And also all living organisms need a particular temperature for their survival. Then definition of temperature. Temperature is defined as the degree of hotness of a body. One more information, temperature is higher for a hotter body and temperature is lower for a colder body. Temperature is defined in another way, that is the property which determines whether a body is in thermal equilibrium or not with the surroundings. In addition, temperature is the property which determines the direction of the flow of heat. Here, the direction means from hot body to the cold body. Temperature is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Other common units are degree Celsius and also degree Fahrenheit. Absolute scale of temperature. The temperature measured in relation to absolute zero using Kelvin scale is known as absolute temperature. Also it is known as thermodynamic temperature. Define unit of the thermodynamic scale of temperature. Each unit of the thermodynamic scale of temperature is defined as the fraction of 1 divided by 273.16 part of the thermodynamic temperature of the triple point of water. Then what is meant by triple point of water? Triple point of water is the temperature at which the three phases of water, namely ice, liquid water and water vapor, are equally stable and coexistent. This only known as triple point of water. A temperature difference of 1 degree Celsius is equal to that of 1 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin is the absolute scale of temperature of the body. Then thermal equilibrium. Two or more physical systems or bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium if there is no net flow of thermal energy between these systems. Here two system means we can consider this classroom and surroundings. Suppose the temperature of this classroom is higher when compared to the surroundings, means the heat energy transfer from this classroom into surroundings. In other words, the temperature of the surroundings is higher when compared to the temperature of this classroom, means the heat transfer from the surroundings into this classroom. Up to the two systems will comes to equilibrium position. Heat energy always flows from one body to other due to a temperature difference between them. Another way to define thermal equilibrium. If two bodies are said to be in thermal equilibrium, then they will be at the same temperature. What will happen if two bodies at different temperatures are brought in contact with one another? There will be a transfer of heat energy from the hot body to the cold body until a thermal equilibrium is established between them. For example, I will take 1 tumbler milk in high temperature and another one tumbler of milk in low temperature, I will brought the two tumblers in contact, then the heat energy transferred from hot milk into cold milk up to the two tumblers of milk reached into equilibrium condition. One more explanation. When a cold body is placed in contact with a hot body, some thermal energy is transferred from hot body to the cold body. As a result, there is some rise in the temperature of the cold body and a decrease in the temperature of the hot body. This process will continue until these two bodies attain the same temperature. All are clear with the condition of equilibrium? Okay. Then thermal energy. I will clarify the term thermal energy in two cases. That is case 1. If you leave a cup of hot milk on a table for some time, what happens? The hotness of the milk decreases after some time. In the case of hot milk, there is a flow of heat energy from the cup of milk to the surroundings. Then case 2. If you keep a bottle of cold water on a table, the water becomes warmer after some time. What do we infer from this observation? The coldness of the water decreases after some time. In this case, the heat energy is transferred from the environment to the water bottle. This energy is termed as thermal energy. Then definition of thermal energy. What is meant by thermal energy? Listen please. When a hot object is in contact with a cold object, a form of energy flows from the hot object to the cold object, which is known as thermal energy. In additional information about thermal energy is a form of energy which is transferred between any two bodies due to the difference in their temperatures. Thermal energy is also known as heat energy or simply heat. Heat energy is the agent which produces the sensation of warmth and makes bodies hot. What is meant by heating? The process in which the heat energy flows from a body at a higher temperature to another body at a lower temperature is known as heating. This process of transmission of heat may be done in any of the ways like conduction, convection and radiation. About the way of heat transfer you read in higher classes. Heat is a scalar quantity. The SI unit of heat energy observed or evolved is joule. That is represented in the letter capital J. In which case the heat energy absorption will occur? The heat energy absorption will occur by cold body and heat energy evolution by hot body. In addition, during the process of transferring heat energy, the body at lower temperature is heated while the body at higher temperature is cooled. This process of transfer of heat energy is termed as cooling, but in most of the cases, the term heating is used instead of cooling. Then I am going to summarize in the form of characteristic features of heat energy transfer. Listen please. Heat always flows from a system at a higher temperature to a system at a lower temperature. The mass of a system is not altered when it is heated or cooled. That means there is no change in the mass of the object during the heating or during the cooling process. For any exchange of heat, the heat gained by the cold system is equal to the heat lost by the hot system. Other unit of heat energy. First one is calorie. 1 calorie is defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. What is meant by that? We will take 1 gram of water, then applying some quantity of heat energy up to the temperature of that 1 gram of water raised into 1 degree Celsius. Now the quantity of that amount of applied heat only known as calorie. Like that, I am going to define kilocalorie. 1 kilocalorie is defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water through 1 degree Celsius. That means we will take 1 kilogram of water in a container, then applying Q quantity of heat energy, then the heat energy applying up to the temperature of that 1 kilogram of water raised into 1 degree Celsius. Now the amount of applied heat energy only known as kilocalorie. Thanks for listening.